This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Dan wants to know, if FTR were to face Arn and Tully, who would be the face team? Or would it be a case of which team can out-heel the other?
Well, we could start off as the heels, but I'm sure pretty quickly they would be. Don't you think?
Well, that's the thing. I think fans would want to, I mean, if you guys could suit up one more time, you'd get the nostalgia pop, but then they'd be cheering for those guys. But yeah, I think they could turn the audience, getting the heat on you guys, as they say.
Well, I wouldn't even consider it being now, because what would have to happen if we had the match now is I literally would have to stand in the middle of the ring and they would just have to bounce off of me. I'm totally immobile.
What's funny is, Bruce Pritchard on Something to Wrestle has told the story of working house shows and going around the loop in '89 when he was Brother Love, and he would be involved with Sensational Sherry. Maybe it was 90, and, Macho King Randy Savage, while they were working with Dusty and Sapphire. And he said that Dusty in that era would just put his elbow up and tell Bruce and Randy, come find it, which I just think is hilarious. The idea that he just puts his hand on his head, his elbows in the air, and just says, come find it. And he says, we're just flying all over the place. His feet never moved. Just come find it. And I think that's tremendous. And you know what? If Bruce Pritchard and Randy Savage could do that for Dusty, I bet FTR would be happy to do that for you.
Well said. Well said. And as far as running into Dusty's elbow, I'd give $1 million to be able to do that. And I bet you I could still do that.
Man, it's, it's hard for me to watch AEW all the time and not think about how much would Dusty be loving this shit with Cody and Dustin running around, and then old pals like you and Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone and Tully. He'd be eating this up, would he not?
Yeah, he would. And you know what? I can't believe that he's not sitting up there watching it right now. It would have been great having him sitting there beside me and watching the kid do his thing. Him and Dustin are doing a great job with this company, and it's, I'm sure he is so proud of him. But, you know, Dusty walking around the room, you know, was just, it would lit the room up. It really would. It would just light the room up.
Last one, then we'll wrap this week up. Z-Man wants to know, who gave you the pitch to come to AEW?
Cody got a hold of me. Said we're doing, you know, I was just going to kind of wander off into personal appearances and Comic-Cons and have Tony Hunter book me around the world for however long I felt like I wanted to do anything. And then I was just going to go home and hang out. And he got a hold of me. He says, hey, we got some exciting stuff going on here. I would love for you to be a part of it. I think you can bring a lot to the table. It's going to kind of be a kind of different concept. You would be with me as my head coach. And I had to think about that one for a second, just going about through history and the history I have with the family, and me always being the antagonist to his brother and his father. And I went, that's an interesting concept. I'd love to apply myself and get creative again, see if we can make this work. And met Tony and the guys and everybody else that worked there. And it was just such a great group of people, and everyone was walking around smiling and happy and thankful and having a good time. And it was like the old days. And I decided I'd love to do this for a while yet, as long as I'm able to contribute and earn my way, then I'd love to give it a try. And so things evolved the way they did, and I'm proud to say I'll be with them for a while yet to come.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.